What's happening, guys? It's Stu here. I've not done a video for a while, guys, so I thought I'd jump on, keep you in the loop, let you know what we've been up to. I've got my son with me, Tommy, who's helping me have a bit of a clean up. Doesn't look too happy that I've dragged him out of bed at 7 o'clock this morning to come and work with Dad on a Saturday. I've got the armchair and a big double sofa that we've been working around on this one, which has been fun. So this room's been done. Bathroom ceiling, we put an insulation board up there and skimmed that one. We didn't do the hallway, guys. She had another guy in before we come in. So this one's all been done. Lots and lots of making good on this one. Loads of making good. You can see the state the walls are in. This is what they looked like before they were all skimmed. So typical hairline cracks and whatnot, patched up with polyfiller and all sorts of stuff over the years. Had some sort of wooden feature here removed before we come in. So the plan for today is to sort this mess out. It's going to be a bit of a fiddly one. So we've got a kitchen unit here fixed into place that we're going to work around. But the plan is to just goalpost this, make it look neat and tidy, make good the gaps in the ceiling, make good all these holes where the electrician's been in, make good all these chasers and whatnot. So yeah, a bit of a bitty, fiddly, awkward one. Oh, I'm going to box them pipes in as well. So I'm just chucking a bit of thistle bonding coat in, guys, into these little crevices that you can see. So coming towards the end of the prep work now on this little fiddly little job, but I've got some half time for bonding, it's called, in this mix, so I can't really mess around for too long getting it on, but I thought I'd show you just how quick it actually goes off. So if you've got little jobs like this, where you need to be just getting it on as quick as you can, backfill it as quick as you can so you can skim it, then this stuff will be ideal. I can feel it starting to go off already in the bucket. So by the time this is on and the bucket's cleaned out, you can literally skim onto it straight away. But we're gonna have a sandwich first, aren't we, Tom? Might even go chippy today. I'm just backfilling all these little fiddly bits from the electrician. How long's that been mixed now? At 5 minutes. See, it's starting to stiffen up already. So if you do chuck half time in your bonding coat, guys, make sure you don't mess about when you when you're getting it on, because it can catch you out. This has caught me out before, where I've put too much of it in, and you can imagine I've gone to get the first bit out of the bucket and it's gone off. So just to warn you, don't put too much of it in. You only need, like, I'd say half a sachet to a 1 bag bucket, really, or half a sachet to half a bucket. But I'm having to hustle now because it's really going off. One more. Tommy.
Yeah.
I think you've literally just got that on in the nick of time. So if you could go and clean that bucket out, please.
Do I need to end the video?
Not yet. I want to show them. Yeah, swap over. You grab the tools. Take the bucket and scrape all the stuff out onto an empty bag.
God, that is...
Yeah, if you have a look at this now, guys, it's literally starting to set. So quickly scrape the bucket out, son. Clean the bucket out. You've got about two or 3 minutes, Tom, before it goes rock hard. So quick as you can. But guys, that's how fast this stuff goes off. Almost ready to skim. There you go. Half time for bonding. And that was literally like 5 minutes, and you can see already it's already gone. So we're going to have a little sarnie now. I'll probably get some glue on here first, chuck some beads up. I've just rasped that back a bit because it was a bit proud, but you can see within 4 or 5 minutes it's literally gone off. Good stuff if you've got little bits and bobs that you need to backfill before you can skim on these little patching jobs. Even though I've only just put this bonding coat on, guys, I've only just put that on in the last 4 or 5 minutes, I'm still having to roll glue over it, because if I was to just skim over that now, it would still pull the life out of my skim, even though I've just put it on. If you haven't put any accelerator in it, you probably could give it 40 minutes or so and skim it. But because I've put accelerator in there, you can see it's gone like a darker brown. When it goes like that, it means that it's going to be extremely high suction on you when you come to skim it. So, little tip there, guys. Make sure. I mean, I would always seal up the bonding coat anyway, either way, to be honest, because it can catch you out when it starts to set, and it is really high suction. I'm going to put some fiberglass mesh all along here because it's a little bit ropey, this wool. This whole room has been meshed. If you go around and show them, Tommy, the whole room has been reinforced with a mesh, just because some areas were a little bit pants, some hairline cracks and stuff like that, so that's why it's all been meshed. Because they'll know what I'm on about then, because they can see $13.50. This is set a bit to let's just change that. They're going straight through the bead. That's better. This is probably a bit overkill, this gun, guys, for beading up, as you can tell, 'cause it's just on this one it's gone straight through the bead. This is second fix brad nailer for chippy work, but I sometimes use it to bead up because it's fast. But just make sure that you've set the depth gauge to a shallow setting, because it will just fire straight through your bead, which is what's just happened there. But I didn't want to go through the face because there's obviously an there's a steel behind there. I'll end up knackering my gun up, so I'm just catching the bonding coat from the underside. But I like using it because it's fast. If this was sand and cement, I wouldn't use this because again it would risk jamming up the gun. This is browning underneath there, and it's thermalite block behind there, so that's why I'm okay using this. So this is more or less prepped now, guys. Been a right little fiddly one, this. really awkward and fiddly, but we're about there now. There's one thing that's annoying me that I've just spotted when I went to the van and come back, is that line of the bead looks a bit pissed. I don't know whether you can see, but I'm going to check it with the level, probably be alright, but just niggling me a bit, that bead at the top there. I might lower it down slightly. So obviously when you walk into the room, if that bead there is a little bit pissed, it's going to ruin the whole job. So I'll check that. If it's just an optical illusion, I'll leave it. That's more. This little stapler that I'm using here, guys, by Tackwise, I just want to give a little shout out to Carl Driscoll, I haven't pronounced your name properly. He recommended this after my little Arrow cordless stapler died, because my labourer put the wrong charger in it. It had an inbuilt battery. So I picked this little cheap thing up, which was half the price of the other one, the Arrow. And to be fair, it's been absolutely mint. It's got a little, it's got a torch on it. It's got a bump option on it. So obviously hold your finger down on the trigger, and it will just keep firing them in. The battery's decent as well. It's only cheap. These were like literally 35 quid. That was. But it's been going a few weeks now and it's decent. It's got a little belt clip on there as well. Really lightweight. Not sure what it would be like with the beads, so we'll have a little have a try. There you go. If you film that, go right in there. That's browning, guys, and I've over beaded an existing bead, and it's gone through, but I have caught a hole, so I don't know what it'd be like if. See, it struggled to actually go through the metal. So, but it has gone. If you catch a hole, it'll go in okay. So it's not quite got the muscle that the Arrow has, but for things like meshing and sometimes when you're scrimming up and the scrim's loose, quickly tack things into place. It's pretty good for that and really good for meshing. If like me, you fix your mesh to the wall before you skim. I know a lot of yous don't like that. I've been doing this for like almost a decade now, guys. Never ever had an issue, but I can understand why you prefer to bed it in, which I do that sometimes. For example, if I'm rendering or if I'm building it out quite a lot, I will get the base coat on and then put the mesh in. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm re-skimming, I'll just tack it on. And it's just same as this when you're scrimming, really, which is also on the surface as well. So quicker then, but it's not always. I was going to stop and have a sandwich, guys, but I don't know about you lads and lasses, but when it starts creeping past midday and you haven't got your mix on, even if it's a small set, I do start getting a bit anxious. So I don't want to be here late, especially on Saturday. When the mesh is on the wall, it does mean that you have to change the way that you lay on a little bit. It takes a little bit longer because you're sort of laying on and bedding in at the same time. So, but it's still, in my opinion, it's still the quicker way of doing it. So I'd still have to lay on, then get all my mesh, bed it in, cut it in, and all that. So I prefer to tack it into place beforehand. Loving this carbon steel trowel, Mark, I must say. There are a few little rusty spots developing on this trowel though, so I need to be a bit more disciplined with the maintenance. Give it a bit of rub over with some sandpaper, I think, over the weekend. These small little jobs, I think customers sometimes are under the impression because it's only small that it'll be cheap, but you can see how much prep work goes into these little jobs. And I've not used much in the way of materials at all. Some off-cut boards that were knocking about on the van, half a bag of bonding, and maybe a bag of skin, bag and a bit of skin maybe. But it's the time that it takes. I could have broke this really, and I could have got it all prepped and come back. But for what it's worth, it's not really feasible. So let's get this little box skinned. Get the fan in here, Tom, because it's absolutely roasting. Like an oven. trowel in there. Tight. Just goes in. Get the trowel in. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I have no clue.
No mesh to bed in now, so it goes on a lot easier. You tired, son?
Mm-hmm.
What did I say last night?
Don't stay up too late.
Don't stay up too late, because tomorrow you've got a graft with Dad. Did you listen?
Yes.
What time did you go to bed then?
1 AM.
1 AM. If you're going to bed at 1 AM and you're up at 6:30 with me, you know what we call that?
What?
Burning a candle at both ends.
That means I got like at least 6 hours sleep though.
More than me.
Why, what were you doing?
Your little brother's keeping us up again, aren't he?
He has to be the naughtiest one.
I think he's extremely efficient. He doesn't seem to need much sleep.
He fell asleep on the sofa and then went up. You and Mum was snoring so loud.
We were watching something on Netflix, guys. What was it called, Tom?
Inside Man.
Was it?
Inside Man. Yeah, they lock up Janice.
Yeah, it's a really weird storyline. Bizarre. Far-fetched. Trying to think of the actor's name. That's that guy that's in that. He's in. He did Doctor Who. his name now. There's a few big names in it. Bit wet this next, bit wetter than I'd have liked, but someone's burning something. You smell that?
Yeah.
We'll close that for a minute, Tom. What we got left then? That's all on. 3:56 p.m. Not bad, eh, son? He looks knackered, bless him.